Alright, so I literally just bought the biggest buy we've done in the store in a while, and actually this is one of my favorite buys. We got a ton of CIB games here. And I mean, there's some good ones in here, heavy hitters. We got stuff like John Madden Football 93. This is one of the greatest series ever. This has been going on for at least 30 years now. I mean, okay, let's skip that anyways. John Madden Football is not why we're here. So we're actually here for EA Sports International Soccer. This was like FIFA if FIFA was good. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So really we do got a bunch of good CIB games here. And we spent a lot of money. This is one of the biggest buys we've done in the store. And yeah, there is some games here it's not going to be worth much money. Like we got Lakers versus Celtics. And somebody's probably like, I'm a big fan of that game. And that's good for you. But anyways, we do got stuff like Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. This one's a hot seller. I get this one CIB a lot. And most of this lot is CIB games. We got stuff like Sonic CD, which is like $80 for a pack-in game. I don't understand why a pack-in game is that expensive. Also, I don't understand why Super Mario 3D All-Stars is that expensive. But, you know, there's some games that are expensive for some reason. And then, why is NHL 95 not expensive? I mean, hockey. Okay, so, going on, we do got some good ones here, though. We end up getting F-Zero CIB, and this is one of the mintier boxes I've seen, and a lot of these boxes in here are minty, like, in great shape. So, besides that, we have stuff like Shadowgate CIB. This one's a heavy hitter. I haven't looked at the value on it. DuckTales CIB. Roger Rabbit. Adrian got excited about that one. I don't know why. I didn't like the movie, to be honest. If you like the movie, let me know, but I fucking hated it. I didn't say that. Okay, so Legendary Wings. I think I'll play this. Yeah, it looks like it's a shoot 'em up, I believe, with side-scrolling. I don't know. But, Legendary Wings. Pretty fun game, it looks like. Blades of Steel. This is a common game I see loose all the time. I haven't seen many boxes of it. And let's go ahead and pick through some heavy hitters. I'm just going to show you guys some really fast here. Oh, here's a good one right here. Mega Man 2 CIB. So, we got quite a few Mega Man fans at the store. Somebody's going to want to get Mega Man 2, I believe. And then we also got Strider CIB. That's another good game. Really good shoot 'em up. I think it kind of plays like Contra from what I remember. But not as crazy as Contra. We got Back to the Future. This one's a fairly expensive game, and I've played it a few times. And to be honest, it's one of the worst NES games I've ever played, so I don't know why it's expensive. I think around like $80 maybe CIB. We got Rygar. Really good game, really fun game. I actually have a CIB copy of this in my own personal collection. And then we got Ninja Gaiden. For the longest time, I didn't know there was a Ninja Gaiden on the NES. I thought it was just on the Xbox when it first came out there, and I thought that was the first Ninja Gaiden. Then I learned about these later on. And then the Super Nintendo ports of these, which are like enhanced versions of the Ninja Gaiden games on the NES. So we got Spy Hunters. We got The Goonies 2. And like I said, most of these boxes are mint. They look really good. And I mean, some people might hate me for this, but I don't think I've ever watched The Goonies. Adrian's looking at me like, what? Is The Goonies the one where they find the dead body?
The pirate ship.
The pirate. Okay, I've never seen The Goonies. Let me know if I should watch it. We got Skate or Die. Very 80s style game. I mean, Skate or Die is actually pretty fun. Super Mario Bros. 2. I've had a few of these in the store. Like I said, there's a lot of NES CIB here. Pinball Quest. Section Z. Super Mario Bros. 3. Probably my first real game that I ever beat as a kid was Super Mario Bros. 3. And I beat it so many times. I love this game. Castlevania, the original one. Here's a nice one we got CIB. Punch-Out. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So, pretty expensive game. I think this one's in the upper range here. And we spent a lot of money on this stuff. And I need people to start buying stuff because I keep spending so much money. But yeah, this is cool. I didn't even notice it has like a little Mac sticker on there. You know, the guy from Smash Bros. Yeah, little Mac from Smash Bros. It's cool they put a Smash Bros character in that game. Maybe I'm playing that joke a little too hard. Fester's Quest. Double Dribble. This is one of the most common games you'll see. I don't really see the CIB case for it. Ninja Gaiden 2, the manual sitting outside of it. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here, like Bayou Billy. You know, I think I played a little bit of it. It really ain't that good. Master Blaster. That's actually a really good game. So we got Dracula's Quest, Castlevania 3. So I think that puts us at having 1, 2, and 3 CIB. We also have Tetris CIB, the best NES game ever, the best Game Boy pack-in game ever. This is what made the Game Boy as popular as it is. Because without Tetris, I don't think the Game Boy would have been as good. Maybe if Pokemon still came along, it probably still would have been as good. So we're on a Super Nintendo now. We got Street Fighter 2. And yeah, this is probably the worst version of Street Fighter. But a CIB copy of Street Fighter 2. And yeah, there was a few more NES games I missed, like Iron Sword, Gotcha, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Populous, Paperboy, which I think this is really cool. Paperboy is one of my first games I ever played on the Super Nintendo, and I liked it a lot. I didn't play much of the NES version, and if you ever get a chance, there's an N64 Paperboy. I think it's called Paperboy 64. Really fun, and it has like boss battles and stuff in the game where you throw the papers at the enemies. That's something you need to check out if you collect N64 play it. We also got Shinobi. I already had this in my collection. I'm trying to complete all of the Tengen set right now. And then one of my favorites, which is probably going to go home with me, is Zelda CIB. It even has the map in here. I'm not going to pull the map out, but you can kind of see it there. Because the map, I'm afraid of wrinkling it more and hurting it more. So here's a good expensive one we got. ActRaisers. This game is legendary. I played one of the sequels to ActRaisers and loved it. I can't remember what the name of the sequel was that I played for it. But I need to go back and play this one. Because I know I played the sequel, but it has a different name. It's not called ActRaiser 2 or anything. Another one going home with me. Super Metroid. I know somebody's going to be like, I want to buy that. I'm sorry, you'll get the next copy that comes in. And I wasn't even into Metroid till Metroid Dread came out on the Switch, and I played it, and I was like, this is freaking awesome. So then I played the Metroid Prime remaster, which was phenomenal. And then we have Metroid on the NES, and I ended up beating Zero Mission on the GBA, which is a remake of the first Metroid. So I'm keeping this one too. Now, if you do see games in here I didn't mention keeping, and you want to buy some of these games, comment down below on the YouTube page or message me on our Facebook Playability, and we can mail you out these games. Or if you're an in-store customer, obviously come in. These will be out on the floor here soon. And then we also got Link 2 Zelda. And then this one's one I've been trying to seek after for a while. Link to the Past for Super Nintendo. Great game. I have still yet to beat this game though. One of the few Zelda games I haven't beat. And the funny thing is I've probably played this 15 times at least, and I get so far into at least like 5 or 6 dungeons through, and then I just stop for some reason. But amazing game. So we got Battle Clash, Final Fight. I'm not really big on the fighting games on the Super Nintendo. I think I'm more into the PS1 and the fighting games like Marvel vs. Capcom. Castlevania 4, so that's a big hitter. I don't think I've had a Castlevania 4 CIB in shop yet, so that's new. And of course, we can't forget NBA Jam. This is one of the better NBA games in my opinion, besides like, what is it? NBA Street Volume 2? Can't be NBA Street Volume 2. That's probably my favorite NBA game ever. Eye of the Beholder. I don't know if I've really played this game. It looks like a dungeon crawler. And yeah, I mean, cool, clean box, very clean. Mortal Kombat 2. We already have Mortal Kombat 1 CIB in the store, so now we have Mortal Kombat 2 CIB in the store. And then we got another Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2. I don't know how many editions of Street Fighter 2 and spin-offs they've made of it, but it's ridiculous. Going on with that, we have Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Probably the second best version or the best, depending on who you're asking, of Street Fighter 2. It comes down between Turbo and Street Fighter Alpha. So Turbo and Alpha, I think that's just a personal preference. And then we also have Brain Lord. I don't really know much about Brain Lord. It looks like it's actually an RPG. Yeah. So it's an RPG made by Enix, which is Square Enix now. I think, well, no, Enix and Square was Square Soft, and Enix was a separate company, and then they merged together, I believe, to make Square Enix. But yeah, this is probably a great game. Probably expensive. I haven't really priced some of these out. We just kind of ended up trying to sort the manuals in. The guy brought them in with all the manuals separate, so we had to kind of match them up. And at a certain point, I was like, man, this is taking a while. How about we just do a big bulk offer? So we have the 7th Saga. We have Donkey Kong Country, which probably like the 5th or 6th CIB copy I've gotten in. This is more common than I thought it would be. And we also got down here a couple NESs, an Atari. Over here we got the Smokers Edition Super Nintendo. These are worth about $500, I think. That's a lowball estimate anyways. But yeah, the Smokers Edition, great. Come from your Aunt Karen's house. She just smoked so many cigarettes and then send it back to Nintendo, and then they send it out. That's how they made these. And then we also have something I've not had in the store yet. An Atari Lynx. I don't know if I've ever seen one of these in person till today. So, if you're after Atari Lynx, come check it out. Come here to Playability. And then we did get some Sega games. We got Ghosts, or Ghouls and Ghosts. Is that, that's a Ghosts and Goblins spinoff, ain't it? Or is that the remake of Ghosts and Goblins?
Oh, I don't know.
Ghouls and Ghosts. Ghostbusters game. Pitfall. Altered Beast. I think this is, we already have a copy of Altered Beast out. We got Star Control. I've never even seen these style of Genesis boxes. I think this is Genesis. I mean, this cartridge looks weird. Kind of looks like a Master System cartridge to me, but those graphics are too good to be Master System, so I think that's Genesis. I'm learning Sega. I grew up a Nintendo child. One thing I ever really played on the Sega is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. In Sector X. Oh, I think that's a big hitter. Phantasy Star 2. I know that's like one of the better RPG series on the Sega. I don't think the Sega had a whole lot of good RPGs, but I know Phantasy Star was a good one. Golden Axe, Super Off-Road, Jurassic Park, Sonic the Hedgehog. I've still yet to see the Sonic movies. I want to watch them because now that I've seen that Keanu Reeves is playing as, what is his name? The Black Sonic.
Shadow.
Shadow, yeah. Now that I've seen that Keanu Reeves is playing as Shadow and I heard his voice in there, seems like a perfect fit. So I gotta watch it. And then we got Strider. That's a really, really good game. I played it on the Super Nintendo, I believe. And Dracula. This one's not worth much. I think like $30, but it looks cool. I'd never heard of it. And then we got the best game ever. Wimbledon Championship Tennis.
Phenomenal.
Okay, so we got Jurassic Park, Afterburner 2, Eternal Champions, Sonic 2. So we got Sonic 1 and 2. And if we got any Genesis fans in the views there in the YouTube or whatever, let us know down below because I don't see many Sega fans. I see more Nintendo fans than anything. We got Mario, LeMay, I don't know how to say it. It's French, I think. Hockey, Super Monaco, basketball. Yeah, these games right here are going to be some of the heavier hitter games like basketball. $300-400 easy. And hockey, that's just whoever wants to pay whatever they want to pay for it. Hopefully you know I'm joking because those games ain't worth like $10. We got some Sega CD games. We got Echo the Dolphin, which is a really good game. And there is, what was another Sega CD game down here? I piled them up, didn't I? Sewer Shark? Never heard of it. Is it any good? I don't know. And last thing we got in this big buy too was the Xbox One Rock Band set with the drums and the guitar. I don't know if the mic's in here, but we're going to be putting all this out together for sale too. We get a lot of people asking about Rock Band nowadays. And yeah, this is one of the biggest buys we've done in the store. So come by, check us out. This will all be out on the floor. If you want to buy any of this, like I said, follow our Facebook page, Playability, or comment down below and let me know. See you guys.